The book that I'm about to review was intended for children. However, this video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised. When you think of James Dean, what do you think? Actor, Hollywood icon, maker of breakfast sausage sandwiches. But do you think Pete the Cat? Well, you should, because this is Pete the Cat, Scuba-Cat by James Dean. Copyright 2016. It's about a cat going scuba diving. So I purchased this book secondhand. I got it at a thrift store. So the previous owner of this book is Anya. And Anya, sweetie, why did you underline so many words in the book? So when you see underlined words, that's Anya. Pete the Cat is excited. He is going scuba diving. He looks excited. Looks like his doctor just gave him some bad news. Maybe that makes sense. You know, I mean, we don't know what happened prior. I mean, we're brought into the story. Pete the Cat's already on a boat. He's already going scuba diving. But why is he going scuba diving? I mean, he's checking this off his bucket list. There has to be some type of motivation for this. Maybe he's looking for the thing that killed his friend Esteban. And we're introduced to the character of Captain Joe. Captain Joe is a salty dog. Cat. Here's to swimming with bow-legged women, says Captain Joe. Thing about a shark is he's got black eyes, like a doll's eyes. Don't even seem to be living till he bites you. Those black eyes roll over white. The ocean turns red. Don't matter how much screaming or hollering or pounding you do, that shark come and he rip you to pieces. Groovy, says Pete. So Pete jumps in the water and he goes scuba diving. And immediately we are introduced to this concept of his MacGuffin. All right? Pete wants to see a seahorse. And in movies, a MacGuffin is something that motivates the main character's action. Either they're trying to rescue someone, or they're trying to get a secret formula or a top secret file or something. For Pete, his MacGuffin is seeing a seahorse. And this book has that level of intensity and suspense because Pete the Cat is looking for a seahorse that is there the whole time. He sees a swordfish. He gets out of the swordfish's way. Sees a stingray. But still, he looks high and low. Cannot find that seahorse. That seahorse. He comes across an octopus. And the octopus, I don't know, it's just, it's there. It's no, well, I don't know. I myself have actually drawn an octopus. Mine was an alien creature that had a snappy little catchphrase, and it's done very well on t-shirts, available now at JARHUMOR.com. And then Pete the Cat feels a tickle. And we know what it is. It's that seahorse. And the words used, Pete turns. And we think to ourselves, Pete's going to see that seahorse. But he doesn't. He sees a cave. Is there a seahorse inside? Pete the Cat is being irrational. He's so motivated to see the seahorse. Pete the Cat abandons all ideas of self-preservation and goes into the cave. The cave in literature has been a symbol of man's... Actually, I have no idea what the cave means. It's something people are afraid of, something, I don't know. Anyways, he goes into the cave. And even that seahorse doesn't even want to come into the cave. He's just hanging out at the door. It's like, I don't know about this whole cave business. Seems a little stupid. So Pete the cat sees this crab, and it's kind of like a little smile on its face. And this is not an intimidating crab. I think I could do better. There we go. That's a far more intimidating sort of scene. This kind of sets the mood. This is a cave. This is what anyone should expect when entering a cave. Pete is alone in the darkness. And it's there that he begins to contemplate his mortality. And then Pete sees a jellyfish, and it glows in the dark, and it lights up the cave. It illuminates the cave, the darkness. It's like that saying, no matter how long a room has been filled with darkness, you can always let in the light. And then Pete gets the hell out of that cave. Now Pete's outside the cave now, but he's still shrouded in darkness. There's something looming overhead. It's a whale. So Pete the cat, he stares down the whale. He looks death right in the eyes. He is no longer afraid to die after his experience in the cave. He has now crossed the threshold. He is now the master of both worlds. Pete the cat has become enlightened. He doesn't fear death. But at the same time, he's not an idiot, so he jumps on a sea turtle and he gets the hell out of there. I'm a little concerned at this point because it's been like 2 pages and I have not seen that seahorse anywhere. And I'm starting to feel like that the writer is jerking us around and Pete's actually not going to see this damn seahorse. And that is incredibly frustrating for him to not... No, he sees the seahorse. He does. "A seahorse!" cries Pete. "What a surprise!" "You were with me all along," says Pete. "What a cool adventure." It would be an understatement if I did not say that this book has changed my life. Pete the cat Pete is searching for something. Like all of us, he's searching. And the thing he's looking for is there the whole time. He just needs to expand his awareness. He's caught up in his own version of reality, his own perception. And if he were to just look around, really take it in, he would then be able to see the seahorse. When I started reading this book, I couldn't understand why a cat would go scuba diving. And I realized that I have some preconceived ideas about cats, stereotypes. And I don't know where I got these from. Maybe from my family, friends. Most likely the portrayal of cats in the media. Cats in the past have been seen as lazy, lovers of lasagna, haters of Mondays. But that's not Pete the cat. Pete the cat is a different type of cat. Pete the cat goes on adventures. Pete the cat is what real cats are like. This is Garfield, created by Jim Davis. Garfield represents the type of cat that I've been talking about, the stereotypical lazy cat, the cynical, bored cat. You know, you'd walk down the street, you'd see this cat, and you'd assume that he speaks a certain way. You know, you'd assume he'd say, "What it is?" But really, he just says, "Hi, hello." You know? I don't know where we get these ideas from about cats. You crack a ass, peck of wood. You know, I mean, there are a lot of stereotypical sort of versions of cats in kids' book. You have The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. Cat in the Hat's a troublemaker. Comes in, messes everything up for these kids. "My tricks are not so bad," said the Cat in the Hat. "Why, we can have lots of good fun, if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish." Cats turning tricks. You have books like Bad Kitty by Nick Bruhl. Bad Kitty goes to the vet. He doesn't like it. Cats don't like going to the vet? Is that a thing? Is that what we're going to teach our children to believe in the future? I also have this one book that's about Jewish mice. But it has a lot of anti-cat propaganda in it. Racism. So this has been James A. Roberson, otherwise known as Jar Humor, here on the internet, and this has been my review of Pete the Cat, Scuba-Cat. If you enjoyed this review, please consider hitting buttons, typing me some words to read. I do enjoy reading those words that the people type. And if you'd like to support my content, please visit jarhumor.com. I have a shop, I sell t-shirts, I got a book. I also have a Patreon, where each month I make available downloadable, printable greeting cards with various cartoon designs. You want to check that out. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you find your seahorse. And please don't judge a cat by its colors. It's like, I'm Garfield, bitch.